Two contrasting monologues. One is from Sister Mary Ignatius Explains It All for You, and the other is from Dearly Departed. These two monologues are asterisk for religion, frank talk of death, violence, and prejudice. So if any of these may offend you, please leave now. Thank you. And with that, I proudly represent Troop 4564. When I was 16, my mother got breast cancer, which spread. I prayed to God to let her suffering be small, but her suffering was quite extreme. She was in terrible pain for a full year, and then she slipped into this semi-conscious state, which unfortunately allowed her to recognize her pain and her fear of death. And she would recognize me, and she would try to say my name, but she couldn't. And she would try to cry, but she wasn't able to. I think she wanted me to get her doctors. She never really accepted the fact that this disease was going to kill her. She slipped into a full coma, and the doctors did everything they could to keep her alive, and one day she finally died. Now I know there are far worse deaths in this world. There's total burnings, plagues, pestilence, famine, Christ on the cross, as my sister likes to say. But I thought my mother's death was bad enough. And I got confused. Why had I been praying? And to who? I mean, if prayer is really this button that you press to make all of your pain and suffering just go away, then why didn't it work? Or ever worked? And when it worked and all your pain and suffering was gone forever, wasn't it just as likely to be chance as God? God always answers your prayers, you say. He just sometimes says no. Why would he say no to my mother's suffering? It's not because she had been bad, because she hadn't. And if it were that, then why does he let children suffer? They've obviously done nothing wrong. So why was it? Spite? Was the Lord God actually malicious? Seemed possible, but far-fetched. What if he created this whole world by some sort of accident? But getting up one morning and having a nice belcher. Getting a case of hiccups. What if he had no idea how this whole place worked? In which case, he wouldn't be malicious. Just useless. Now, Junior, you know I loved him too. He was just like my own daddy. And you know who went crawling to him like a snake to beg for money to buy our own children a pair of shoes? That was me. That's right, it was. I humbled myself right on down, and I did it. I crawled to him like a snake, and I begged for. You want to know why I did it? Two small words can sum it all up just for you. For love. Love. Kick the back of my seat one more time. My kids, I'm telling you, you gotta kick my back of the seat one more time before. I know you hungry. I'm hungry too. And wouldn't it be nice we just put off on the side of the road somewhere, get something to eat? But no. Yo, daddy here done spent up all our money. Love, Junior. Love. Oh, and now we gotta go to your family. All them knowing all our money down the toilet. You think I like working at Uber Eats? I do not. I hated slaving away to keep the wax front section looking nice. And wouldn't I love to just sit home all day and watch soap operas just like our good for nothing sisters do? But no. You want to know why I do it, Junior? Because I just want to try my hardest to be a good wife and a good mother. You kicked it back in my seat. One more time. And I'm going to tell you what daddy here put off on the side of the road. And we're going to pick you up the car. You're going to stay there with no mama and rabies.